Oh man, I just missed it. So, he's making a contact on his iPhone directly using DroidStar.
Oh, very good. It sounds really, really good. Appreciate it. Oh, I was like, wow, maybe not everyone's quiet. Thanks for the comeback. I'm just going to go ahead and sit here and monitor with my phone and just chill in the evening here. It's kind of warm here in Las Vegas. Thank you so much, and we're listening for you again, KC7ZOH.
So what's really great is
No problem there, Kevin. Thanks again for your lovely care too. And you have a great night there in Las Vegas, Nevada. And thanks again. Till next time. KC7G 0H9Y4MDB 73.
so you're using your phone directly through the internet, which connects to Brandmeister, and then it kind of webs out from there. But anyway, so they constantly want to log contacts. Well, how do you even log the frequency of your hotspot at that point?
KC7ZOH. KC7ZOH. This is YG3 ACN calling. Will you copy over?
So now I get it. It's fun to make contacts with people in other places, you know, around the world and all that. But I mean, the way the internet is nowadays, all that can be done on Discord or WhatsApp or whatever. You know, I mean, the only thing that distinguishes this from something else is it's a little more random, and that the people on here are licensed amateurs. But it's not real radio, guys. It's fun. It's interesting. I listen to it all day. Don't get me wrong. I like DMR. I just don't log it in my logbook, and I don't think you should either. I also don't log contacts I make over an analog repeater or anything over a repeater. I've talked to South America and the UK over a 10-meter repeater in London, Ontario. I didn't log those contacts. Even though actually that's probably completely all RF. But see, this day and age, a lot of repeater networks, the backbone of the network that links them all together is usually internet. They're not usually doing line of sight linking over any kind of other thing other than the internet. They're doing it because it's convenient and because it's easy. So your local ARA repeater in Arizona is probably linked to another one somewhere else across the state through the internet. It's probably not RF to RF, but you can be heard across the entire state of Arizona on the ARA. And you know, I wouldn't log a contact, you know, like, I just wouldn't do it. It's, to me, it's not really radio. Now, it's kind of like trying to log a contact on 11 meters in your QRZ. Except for that's actually radio, you know? But anyway, it's just a little goofy when I hear these guys and they're like, well, I can't get my contact to confirm on DMR. What was the frequency you put in for your hotspot? I'm like, are you serious? You can't log the frequency of your hotspot. Oh, you're telling the other guy to lie about the frequency? See, one thing about QRZ, what they do is when somebody sends you an incoming QSL request, it leaves the frequency and the time and all that blank. You're supposed to know that information, okay? You're not... So if some guy's on 7190 on 80 meters sends me a report, like, look, we'll come right here. I've got a few incoming ones. I generally don't ever confirm incoming. If it's something important, I'll send them a thing. I'll reject it and say, not in my log. And if you want to send me the information, I will check and confirm. But, so, if I look at these, okay, let's just show you this one. I don't know who this is, but it gives previous history in. I don't know who this guy is, but you see that exclamation point. He rejected a QSL with me before. This thing just shows the last band that I was on. I don't even know what band that this request is for, okay? I have no idea. So here's the QSL information, and this is where I have to fill all this out. I'm supposed to know this. The receiver's information is his QTH, where he's at, and that's it. The sender information, again, is going to be mine. So you have to know this information. So if you're like basically telling the information to the other guy to put in there, the reason they do this is so that people can't make fake calls. You know, so like for the awards, so they can't cheat. So that I can't say, well, I worked all 50 states. You know, you're not supposed to be leading the person to enter the information you want. And you have to be within a half hour of the time that the QSO occurred. This is just the time that he sent the request. So, at any rate, these guys are confirming contacts on DMR that are not radio to radio. And I'm not sure what QRZ's stance on that is, but I think if it was brought to their attention, they would probably say it's not okay. If you have to figure out weird ways to log the call, that's because it's not really radio. I mean, have fun, make all the contacts you want on DMR, and enjoy yourself, okay? But you don't need to log it in your logbook because it's not real. Alright? You called them on the phone, basically, dude. So, you know. And somebody somewhere is really, really mad that I'm saying that, but, I mean, I'm not trying to piss you off. I'm just telling you the truth. You're using your radio. It's going through the internet. It's the same thing as Echolink and, IRLP and all this other stuff. It's relying on the internet. You're not making a radio contact. It's not a complete radio contact. You're using the internet. If the internet didn't exist, you wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff. You would have to actually get on a repeater. That would be your easiest handicap. Or you would actually have to set up a halfway decent station on HF. And here's the other thing. These guys make this excuse. Okay, look. I operate portable all the time. Just because. I can sit at home and use my full wave loop and my amplifier and whatever radio I've acquired over the years to kick back in my chair and make contacts with people in Europe and, all over the world. But I can also go out in the backyard and put up a small piece of wire on a tripod and make contacts all over the world that way too. Yeah, it's a lot harder, but I can still do it. So getting on DMR and complaining about HF is pretty lame, guys. You don't have to bite your nose to spite your face and, well, I didn't even want to do HF anyway. Thank God for DMR. I mean, these guys just get sick with it. They just, well, the people on HF, well, sure, yeah, there's a bunch of dicks on HF. They're everywhere. There's a bunch of dicks on DMR too. Well, HF's just such a pain in the butt, and I live in an apartment, and I can't afford a radio. And then the same guy's on some $500 damn Anytone 578, you spent $500 and change on a mobile radio that does only one thing. Well, it'll do, analog, but you could have bought a used HF radio. A couple $100 more, you could have bought a brand new 710. And so, anyway,
this 1801.
That's just my opinion on it, and those are the facts. It's my opinion, but it's also fact. I'm basing my opinion on facts. You are using the internet to make a call. You are logging some weird contact in QRZ under the false pretense of the frequency of your hotspot being connected to that other person. Nobody's going to be on the same frequency of a hotspot probably, and that's just falsifying information is what it is, guys.
Absolutely correct.
You're not.
My dear friend, yeah.
I mean, you could file split frequency and all that other stuff, but I mean, like, still, here's the thing. You're using the radio. The radio's going to the hotspot or the local repeater. Then it's going to the internet, and then it's going to maybe another local repeater at best for the other person. Or you could be going telephone to telephone through the internet. You know, iPhone to iPhone. They're having an iPhone to iPhone DMR contact.
I'm not quite sure why.
That actually really is a thing, you know.
And I think
so, anyway, guys, you can leave comment down below, but just keep it nice, keep it civil. If you say something dumb, I'm just going to delete it. And it's not going to change what I think or what other people think, okay?